All right, now, let's talk about the game of the week. My man to the right, Kyle Owens. Are you happy that the Rangers won?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a Rays fan, but when the Rays are out, I'm all about the Rangers.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Hashtag go take it.
Okay, game. Before we look at the game of the week, which was in Whitehouse, here's a scenario. Both teams, Whitehouse and Texas High out of Texarkana, it always confuses me, were both unbeaten in district play. Whitehouse, one loss overall entering tonight, 7-1. Texas High, 8-0. My man right here, Kyle Owens, was at that game. Before we talk about, well, let's do it now. This game here, what was the atmosphere? Was it a playoff atmosphere? Did you feel it?
Yeah, it was. It was a really good game. Those brand new helmets that Whitehouse has, never worn them before. T-High, they late first quarter, David Potter, he found his man TJ Gray. Long completion, got inside the red zone, inside the 5 actually, set up Texas High's field goal, a little 26-yard field goal to get Texas High on the board.
But it speaks to the defense holding them.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Whitehouse tried a field goal just a bit outside, a little wide left. And then Texas High back on it again, nearly untouched. Breaks a couple of tackles though, all the way off to the Rangers. Javari Johnson, he does the rest. Breaks a couple of tackles, 46 yards, 10-0 Tigers. But Whitehouse, they would fight back. Here's a big pass from Josh Green, the lefty, rolling to his right. Finds his man wide open.
Sweet catch.
Yeah, sweet catch. And then Josh Green says, you know what? I don't need to throw it. I'll just do it myself. He runs it in and gets Whitehouse on the board. So now it's 10-7. We're thinking we got ourselves a ball game. Not so fast, says Texas High. 1:49 left in the first half. Texas High would add another one. This one untouched. Tredarian Ball took the handoff, went down the sideline. 26-yard rushing touchdown. It was 17-7 at halftime. The final score, 45-21. I'll tell you, Whitehouse, they did fight. They did fight in the game, and Texas High just had too much speed for them. Too much speed. Texas High.
Well, that last guy that ran, he's also. I mean, although he was running, he was running and nobody was catching. He's a power runner.
Yes.
Like a sprinter.
Yeah,
power sprinter.
And Whitehouse had a couple of turnovers tonight as well, and you can't do that against a good team.
No.
So talking to Coach Westerberg after the game, he was optimistic going forward. He knows that they didn't play their best ball tonight. Texas High is a really good football team, so it's nothing to be down about that you lost to Texas High. It's not like it was an upset or anything. So I think Whitehouse will be ready for the playoffs. They got to play Marshall next week, but right now if they win out, they'll be a 2 seed going into the playoffs. And I believe, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in 5A, if the top 2 seeds get to host the playoff game. Okay. So if they finish in those top 2 or that second spot, they'll host the playoff game in the first round. So
and see,
cool.
Another thing about this time of the season, like a game like we just saw, this is who you are right now. I mean this is what it is. This, Texas High, as he just said, they are who they are. However, Whitehouse, they still got guns too.
Yeah.
And these two teams were playing with a potential district championship. And now Whitehouse knows what they have to do.
Yep.
They can't hang their head because of what they didn't do tonight, because Marshall's going to be psyched up.
Marshall beat them last year. If you remember, Whitehouse beat Texas High 32-27 in Texarkana, then came back and played Marshall, lost to Marshall, ended up losing the district title, I believe, because of that loss. So it's not going to be easy. And Marshall's been a Jekyll and Hyde team
They have
this
been.
year.
Since
so
I've been here, they have been.
You never know what you're going to get. So if Whitehouse goes out there and doesn't play their best football, they could be looking at an upset and then maybe fall to that 3 seed, don't get to host a playoff game. And as we know in seedings, the lower seed has to play the higher seed, so a tougher matchup.
Yeah.
So Whitehouse, they can't just mail it in. They got to put this one behind them and go forward next week.